Uh, Welcome to Minneapolis by night. This is the Vampire Venue. By the way, Joey, if Victoria wants to get involved, Jonas will text her.
Okay.
If you want. He'll just give an
Yes.
address and say meet here.
Okay. She'll show up.
Okay. Alright, y'all get there. It looks like a nice house. There are no lights on though. So what do y'all do? I gave the other group the same option. What do y'all do?
I walk through the front door.
Okay. As soon as you walk through the front door, you hear a whispered voice say downstairs.
Okay. I go downstairs.
Okay. On the entire first floor, there are no lights. Oh, well, we just lost PJ. He'll be back. The entire first floor, there's no lights. As soon as you go to open the basement door, boom, you see lights on downstairs. As you go downstairs, you see a huge table set up. You see sporadically on the table in the dead center is looks like a bottle of some kind of alcoholic beverage. You see glasses in front of some. You see some glasses are actually, there are some seats that don't have any glasses anymore.
I look for the one that's with the stylized V on it that says where I'm supposed to sit. Because I'm sure there are place settings. So.
No, actually not. This is just all the glasses are the exact same. There's no specialized, leather.
No, I mean on the table itself. I'm looking. I'm checking my
Nope.
lore.
There are no.
Basically, it's like a book of nod check because remember when they list the clans, they list them in order. Clan of the Moon, the Kingship Clan. Yeah, I know this stuff. So
Okay.
he wants to find the corresponding seat just to represent just that much.
Okay. You find it.
Okay. And he has a seat.
You see three gentlemen sitting here. Hold on. Drama.
In the chats?
Yeah, in my private chat.
I ain't do it. It's not much. Is it the same kind of drama as before? Same kind of drama as before?
Just minor stuff, misunderstanding and miscommunication all around, and someone misunderstood something. So, correcting it. Anyways, you see three gentlemen sitting there. They're all in suits. This guy's not here yet, by the way.
Carmine is not in the suit.
Yeah. Well, these guys are in suits. You would have noticed. Actually, make a perception alertness check.
Can it be an investigation check?
Nope.
Investigate stuff? Damn it.
You're not investigating. You're just looking.
Damn you and your logic.
I know. How dare I? Fucking logic. Victoria, when you show up, you hear the same thing. As soon as you walk in the door, you hear a whisper tell you to go downstairs.
Alright, she'll go downstairs.
Okay.
Okay. 3 dice.
As you come downstairs, you heard the exact same thing I just described to Marcus, so that's what you see. Except you see a new person, which is some gentleman sitting in normal clothes. Everybody else here is in a business suit. If you want to make a perception witness check to see if you see what Marcus is going to see, what Marcus doesn't see, I don't know. I can't tell. What is
I
that?
got a 7, a 9, and a 3.
Oh, okay, so you do see. The guy that's sitting down, like at the head of the table, he's got a briefcase sitting right next to him. The two gentlemen standing behind him, common sense would tell you those are common thugs or bodyguards.
He bought goons.
Yeah, he brought it.
Is it perception alertness?
Yeah.
What diff? Oh shit, I gotta get lower third up first anyways. Three successes.
Okay. Yeah, you see the briefcase. you actually, well, you both had enough successes. You see the watch on the guy because he keeps looking at it every so often. He looks at you guys and kind of looks at his watch. That watch is extremely expensive. Like I'd say Rolex, but that's cheap compared to what this guy's watch is.
Well, Victoria will find one of the seats that has the rose on it and
There are
sit
no,
down.
there's nothing officially stating plan-wise. That's the weird thing. It's just, I mean, it's set up like a normal table. There's enough chairs that if you piece it together like Marcus did, there are enough chairs to represent one of each clan.
Okay, well, the Toreador are one of the pillars of the Camarilla, so it would be one of the closer ones, not one of the ones farther away. But
Cool.
She'll sit about halfway down the table.
There you go, Bill. Those are the kind of watches he's got.
Oh yeah, thanks.
When you see how much those cost, you'll see why I say that.
Yeah, well, I'm not even gonna look, but yeah.
If we look, we'll be depressed.
Yeah.
We'll be depressed for centuries.
Yes. I'll be very
Wouldn't they
depressed.
cost $1 million?
Oh, Jesus.
Holy shit!
Jesus.
Like, how many African children can that be?
1,355,000.
Yeah, he's not wearing that one, but he's wearing one of the, I
That's
mean,
the company that makes them.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Cheap ones cost $1,000.
Okay, yeah, so that makes no sense. So, somewhere in between there. Obviously, it's more than 1,000, less than 1,000,000, okay?
That's the name.
It doesn't fucking matter.
No, I'm just saying, whenever you want to make a pimp watch, just use that name. Anybody who knows will know.
Holy crap. $1 million watch. Okay. But yeah, you see him keep looking. You heard, you get a text saying go to this address. You get a text from an unknown number. It just says go to this address. He looks between you two, and you see him look at his watch. He has a weird kick about looking at his watch a lot. You see him calmly grab his briefcase, pop it open. You see him pull out 3 folders, stick them to the side, closes his briefcase, puts it back down. Yeah, Blaine, as you show up, as you walk in the door, you hear a whisper downstairs. As you go downstairs, you see everybody here. You see a short female. Almost looks like they need to get her a booster seat.
Yeah, she looks like a child, honestly.
She does.
Nice.
You see a gentleman who's wearing normal clothing, no suit. And then you see 3 guys, 2 kind of standing by the back wall, not moving. And there's one guy sitting at the head of the table, and he's got a briefcase sitting right next to him. No, it's not the guy in the picture. Just giving you. The guy in the picture will be coming shortly. If PJ ever comes back, it'd be nice, but
He said he'll be back in a second.
yeah. Well, he was driving, so.
You probably got somebody show up and is like, you're not supposed to be driving and doing stuff on your phone.
Alright. He just looks at you guys. Well, I guess this will be all that's here for right now. Oh, Kevin. Yay! The sheriff can show up.
He's got big numbers.
Yeah, big numbers. He can show up, but he can't talk to us apparently because we don't hear him.
The Googles has been kicking Kevin in the face.
Google's been fucking with a lot of people lately. I don't know what it is.
My wife says we should try Discord.
Discord? Never heard
Yes.
of it.
Neither have I, but my wife says it's real, so it must be true.
Just another chat program?
Yeah.
I assume? Okay. Does it have a dice stream? That's why we use Google Hangouts.
No, I don't think it has dice. Does it have dice? You have to bring your own dice. Roll 20's got dice.
I don't want to roll 20.
In Roll20, you can't record anyways.
That's
Okay.
silly.
Sean? Say
Yeah.
something. Yeah, we can hear you. Okay.
Awesome. Fantastic. I was about to.
Show
It's
me.
Google. It's Google.
Yeah. If that didn't work, I was going to go back to watching Monday Night Raw as opposed to just idly watching it.
All right. Well, Kevin gets a text message from Jonas. Says meet him at X address. This is right after the rat delivered the message, which was tied around his neck,
Can we go in the front?
tied around
Okay.
his body. The first address that's on that list of 5 is the address he tells you to go to.
Cool.
Because you weren't here and everybody else was, unfortunately they have to hear the description again. As you get to the location, it's just a house. It's purely blacked out. You walk in.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you walk in?
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as you walk in, you hear a whispered voice saying downstairs.
Fantastic. I'll go downstairs then.
Okay. As you go down, as soon as you open the door to the basement and start to go in, you see lights. As you come downstairs, you see a very large table. You see there's enough seats that if you had one of every member of the clan here, they could sit here and be represented.
Cool.
There are no like little placemats or anything. It's just people seem to be picking wherever the hell they want to sit and sitting there.
Yeah.
You see 3 gentlemen, one sitting at the head. The other 2 gentlemen are standing behind him and are just standing against the wall. Kevin, due to being a gangrel, you immediately go thugs.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all in
Impotence?
suits.
Yes.
They're all in suits, but
Thugs.
yeah, they're thugs.
You gonna invite Ian into this scene?
If you want. You see a dude with blue hair sitting there. You see short little midget girl. Well, you see Carmine. You know Carmine.
Oh, I know. I've seen short little midgety girl. One other.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, well, that kind of puts pieces together.
Okay. Blue-haired one is probably the only one you don't know
Yep.
Hi, Mrs. Bill.
He kind of looks at the room and the setup. It's like, so are we planning to hold the world for a ransom for $1 billion?
The guy at the head of the table actually chuckled. No.
Okay.
But it does involve the current situation within the city.
There's a situation.
Everything will be made clear once everybody is here.
Business as usual. Hey, boss.
What did you say? My internet just like failed hardcore.
He said, "Hey, boss."
Oh. To me?
Who else is he gonna say that to?
Wow. Shit. Bosses. I'm the boss man. This is awesome. So, do I recognize who's saying at the front of the table?
Nope. Nobody does.
He's some dude.
Some dude.
Can I make a king roll?
And you can
Anyway, this is-
say right now. I know this guy. No one knows.
It's not important. He will tell us who he is. I'm waiting.
Correct.
They did not search me, so I'm armed. There are twin Glocks on me.
Okay. They didn't search anybody. Everybody walked in.
Yep. Boss. So, who are you?
Who are you looking at?
The guy at the front of the table who decided to call me boss. I'm like, I don't recognize the
No.
face here.
Carmine is the one who called you boss.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes more sense now.
Okay.
Okay, I am on the right page. Let's turn to paragraph 4, page 67. He'll nod to Carmine.
Carmine will nod back.
So,
Ian, just to catch you up, Rats delivered a message to every vampire within the city. Well, every Camarilla vampire within the city, or independent in some cases. On the message was nothing but 5 locations. Shortly afterwards, you don't know how, but you got a text that says meet at the very first location on that list.
Okay. He'd do so.
Okay.
Just
As
so
you get there, the house is completely dark. It's a standard house. I'm just going to say you got around the cops. I'm not even going to worry about all that right now. Because, honestly, to move the plot forward. Basically, I just want to continue.
Yeah.
To move the scene forward, you manage to somehow sneak out and get around the cops, and because they're stupid and not paying attention.
I'm
Pretty girl walked by and got distracted.
I'm a gangrel.
If you give the officer a donut,
A million different ways I can get past a group of cops.
You got robotic.
Yeah, you got real robotic there.
Test.
You're okay at times, but when you talk, it seems like when you talk a little too much and it kind of goes goofy. You're alright for now. You're alright for now.
Like I was saying, I'm a gangrel. You don't think I got about a million ways to get around a bunch of cops?
Well,
I
like Sean
have
said,
one very good way to get past all the cops.
toss a bunch of donuts at them. Dunkin'
They,
Donuts!
they don't tend to take much care of looking for bats.
That's true. Okay. But you manage to get out. As you get to this address, the house is completely dark. There are no, well, if everybody came in a car, then their cars are parked there. But other than that, it looks like the place is abandoned. I mean, or at night because they might be all asleep. However, you're looking at the address on your phone. This is the exact address.
I'll be right back, guys.
What the hell?
Joey. And nobody has an eardrum anymore.
Oh.
Bill, I don't know if you can see the side chat.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. You probably know what it's for.
By the way, the picture you are seeing, this is Jonas. So
Okay.
you now have a face to the name I've been using.
To the awesome.
Okay.
To the awesome,
Remind me
yes.
again. Jonas is.
The Archon for Lucent.
Gotcha. Okay.
He was the
yes.
one that was more fluid towards you guys.
Yeah, I caught the. I got it. Yeah, I'm good. But you know what it's for, right, Bill?
No, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Not a big
Very
deal.
posh British. I like it.
I'm not worried about it. As soon as you walk in, you hear a whispered voice say downstairs. That's all you hear. You don't see anything if you're looking.
Okay. You'll head downstairs. I'll go downstairs.
Okay. As soon as you go downstairs, you see, hey, look, there's lights on. You see a table. Hey, look. You see Kevin. You see Carmine. You see a short little midget. And you see some dude with blue hair. At the head of the table, you see a gentleman sitting down. He's got a real nice suit on and a really expensive watch, but I'm not going to go into that because we already know the price of one of the watches. $1,000,000 fucking dollars. Jesus Christ. But anyways,
Wait a
right
second,
beside me, he's got a... Huh?
Oh, we met Jonas?
Yes.
But now this other guy.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
You stated a couple of people, and then you didn't state Jonas, and then you said a guy in a suit was at the head of the table. And I'm looking
Jonas
at
is
the
not
picture of
there
the
yet.
guy with the suit on. So.
Yeah. Jonas is not there yet. I'm just using his picture because he will be in shortly.
Oh, okay. You had me confused there. Sorry.
I don't have a picture for the dude sitting in the suit. That's basically it.
Okay, you just had me confused.
He's a generic NPC that you probably won't ever see again, but he's needed for this purpose.
We'll call him Blah.
We'll call him Blah. Yeah. He's got 2 guys standing behind him, which are Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
Tweedledum and Tweedledummer.
Okay, is Kevin seated?
I don't know. Is everybody seated?
Sure.
Sure, there we go.
Yeah,
There's plenty of room at the table.
Roland doesn't sit down. He takes a stance behind Kevin. Guy's got his goon. Kevin might as well have a goon of his own.
I know, especially since I'm missing Tiger, who's my regular goon.
My
Okay.
character, he looks over and he goes, "That's a bold statement you're making, Roland."
The guy sitting at the head just kind of smiles. You hear the door open again. You hear the sound of footsteps coming down the stairs. And you all see this guy.
He then raises twin pistols.
That would be bad.
That'd be about the point we
be
start
right
salarating and running away.
I ain't running from
About the
nobody.
time. It's about the time you pop Slurry and say, "Fuck that."
I ain't running from nobody.
Oh, good. I hope hell treats you good when you die.
Nah, this is Jonas. He's actually on your
He's a chill
side.
dude.
Yeah,
He's-
but he's
he's
an
chill.
Archon. Yeah, but he's an Archon. So he's got the power to make you guys disappear and get away with it. But, like I said, he's all on your side. Lucinda, on the other hand, not so much. And you'll understand when she makes her entrance, because she will be here too.
Bacon grease.
Stop talking about bacon,
Sure.
goddammit.
If I've got to make him bacon, one of you's Italian.
Hey, you
It was
know,
Marcus's fault. I'm waiting on Sean to get back, so. We'll
Sorry,
follow him
Mr.
the whole
Bill. I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
time.
Don't shoot
She'll
my ass.
contact your wife, dude.
Don't do it. It's not worth it in life. Don't do it. 12 minutes. Ain't never wasting nobody's time. Stand over stove.
Oh, I'm a big bacon fan. Okay. We were waiting on you, Sean. Don't worry, I wasn't going to leave you out of it.
Awesome.
A
Hopefully,
big bacon
everything
fan
works.
is not the correct terminology.
Okay. Now that we're all back, somewhat, depending on how long Google lets anybody stay here. All right. The gentleman looks. He finally looks at his watch, looks at the small assembled group, and goes, "That's good enough." You see him just toss a folder into the center.
I reach for it.
All right. You open it so everybody can see it.
Yes.
First picture you see is the Burn Man. You see several other pictures. I can show them to you, or I'll just put it in the vampire to make it easier.
Vampire chat works for me.
Yeah, just to make it easier. I'll show you the other picture later, but basically I can. The Burn Man. They do all have files and names. The Burn Man is called Gareth.
What's his file say?
He's a La Sombra, and he's a Sabbat strategist, one of the top Sabbat strategists.
Yay!
Lovely.
It's rumored that, written in there, it actually says it's rumored that he is the next in line to take over the Sabbat.
I always did like a challenge.
There are a few other faces, some pretty ones, some, yeah, not so. And a fun one, Andreas's picture is in that file.
Andrea?
That one I have, so I can show you. That picture is in the file.
Hey, Bill.
Yes.
Roland places a file of his own now.
You hear the gentleman go, "Everyone in that file I just handed you is a Sabbat or a known Sabbat sympathizer." He just declared your prince a Sabbat.
Yeah, there had been suggestions about that, but I guess that just proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Jonas goes, "Oh no, he's definitely confirmed. We have quite a lot of documentation on Andreas's
Cool. Well, I don't
betrayal
have to
to
do
the
that.
Camelot."
I don't have to do that thing that I was going to do to fill in on that. Okay.
So, I mean, you got pictures and stuff, you know. So, and you just call the Princess Sabbat guy. I mean, we've heard some whispers or whatever, but it's I'm just asking, for some confirmation.
Okay.
I'm asking how we know this. I'm asking where this comes from. This is not disrespect. This is a clarification.
You see Jonas just nod to the gentleman, who grabs the second folder, tosses it. Inside there, you see a ton of pictures, some with Andreas and Gareth sitting together talking.
Awesome.
Need more proof? Those were taken 4 months ago. Yes, they do.
He'll Roland will lean over the table, flip open his file, and kind of slide it forward to match with the three, and start pointing out where they seem to connect with his own.
By the way, when I do post the pictures, there are a few. I only have a couple of Sabbat actual pictures, but
Is there a
that file
particular?
contains about 15 Sabbat.
Is there a Malkavian?
Mm-mm.
I can.
No Malkavians, no Gangrel. Andreas is the only Toreador. There are no Tremere that you see.
And sir, could you? It got choppy again. What were you? You said that.
No Gangrel. The only Toreador is Andreas.
There's no Malkavians. You said.
No Malkavians.
No Malkavians. No Gangrel. You said.
No Gangrel.
Everything they're saying, I can confirm with my own knowledge. I can independently confirm pretty much that, and starts pointing out their files and connecting them with the file I have.
There is a Nosferatu picture. It's of a female.
That we knew about too.
But now you have a picture and it's confirmed.
What's her name again?
Fuck, I forgot what I called her.
There's an L, I think.
No, that's another one. But because Lucretia is one, she's in there, by the way. Only coming one gender. Ugly. Not to another Nosferatu.
That's a fair enough point.
He goes, This is pretty damning, is what it is.
That is what's coming at you. He looks at you guys.
Well, yeah, I knew that.
Cool.
But I also know why.
Why?
Really? I'm curious. I wanna hear
This
this.
that I've always been missing.
It's a guess, is what it is.
Okay. Let's hear your guess, Carmine. Jonas, who just kind of looks at you. Actually, curious.
Let's pull up the confidential envelope. Someone's about to place the murder mystery on the clue board.
And Chosen didn't exactly guard their secret too well.
Okay.
They got sent here to do a job. It was a protection thing. Keeping it secret was a little difficult. People want it. They were supposed to guard it. That's all they did, was they guarded it. They didn't hide it.
Interesting theory. What if I could tell you we've officially determined the 2 reasons they are here?
That would be
The reasons why they
fantastic.
want this city. He nods to the gentleman, who tosses 2 files. I mean, he tosses 1 file over. It's got 2 pictures. One is Graciano di Veronese. Labels him as the La Sombra Antediluvian. The other is Set himself. Figure what antediluvian he is. Those 2 are currently in torpor underneath the city.
How the fuck did they get all the way out here?
We don't know.
Here wasn't always here.
You know, that's probably the best guess. Is here wasn't always here. Somehow
That's
they got
some
that out.
mage level bullshit.
Mhm. Well, the good news is they don't know where they're at. Bad news is neither do we. We do know they're here.
Well, we need to work on fixing that, don't we?
Hey guys, and not to call this bullshit and nothing, but I don't think this is all of it.
No, it's
Okay.
not all of it.
The reason I say this, sir, and I'm sure you're a big wig and all that, but I got a guy with a little bit of age on you. That's got a little bit of a different spin on it. This is a vampire problem. See? Vampires really care about antediluvians. But if anybody was to work with vampires who didn't give a shit about antediluvians, it had to be something else in it for them, wouldn't it?
Correct.
What I'm thinking is the other thing, which for some reason vampires knew about. I don't understand. But I think that in conjunction with these guys over here brought some people together to work for a common goal.
Jonas nods, motions to the man, tosses a third file. As soon as you guys open it, it's a map of Minneapolis, except you see a bunch of colored lines going crisscrossing all through the city.
Does it happen to have like little pish pins, like the one Ian described to me in a certain event?
No push pins, but there are lines crisscrossing.
Do they seem to match
Are there
up
any
with
points of interest that connect?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Feed him
one
to
of them
me.
being right underneath the law firm.
Oh, that's exactly what I
map-
thought.
That map is a map of the ley lines that are underneath Minneapolis, or run through Minneapolis. Ley lines, for those who are not in the know, are magical currents of energy. When they combine, they form either a node or a congruence of sorts. There are several within this city. That's one of the main reasons they want it. And that is why they enlisted aid. It
So,
may only be a kindred problem right now, but I can assure you, the two groups they have working with them are going to prove much otherwise.
yeah, I figured as much.
A curious question for the ST
Yes.
to connect some points for me. Does
Okay.
one of these ley lines go through the roads?
Yes.
I thought so.
And ironically, if you look, one of them went through the sanctuary.
Now it's an out of character. Don't stick a tap into her.
That's
So,
why certain
Stuff
kids
my
will
character
certain-
knows, but
all we gotta do is play keep away.
more or less.
Here's the catch. By order of the Inner Council, you have exactly 3 months from this date to clean up the mess. If not, a strike team is on standby. It will come in and destroy every kindred in the city. Friend or foe. Their basic philosophy is destroy it all, rebuild it.
How long do we have?
3 months, as of tonight. What can you do? Get on it. Stop this from happening.
Well, first thing
Because
we
if
need
the Sabbat gets the city, we got problems. Because the Sabbat, as Carmine has figured out, is not working alone.
Well,
Alright.
And by the way, don't think of leaving a couple days beforehand because all roads will be blocked.
So it'd be like Armageddon.
Controlled Armageddon, yes. The strike team is a last-ditch effort to make sure that if we don't have the city, the Sabbat don't either.
well, there's
I
a
can
way we
appreciate
can
that.
kind of hedge our bets a little.
How's that?
They want the guys, the guys, the ground, the boss guys, right?
The antediluvians, yes.
Yeah, those guys. And they want those guys. Okay, cool. So, why not? Why not take the thing away from them that's getting them help?
What do you mean?
Well, they want the vampire guys, the two guys. Well, the other guys want the other
Well,
things.
One is the founder of the Setite clan. The other is the one who took over the leading the Lasandra.
Which begs the question. These two individuals here, from my historical lessons, maybe I'm a little light on that or whatever, but these guys weren't exactly altruistic, as it were.
No.
Does it not seem odd that the dreams that we have received are beneficial to us and not to them?
You've kind of hit the nail on the head in that one. We believe that at least Set might be the one influencing your dreams. Having no one on the Savant side, we can't say whether or not Graciano is helping them or not.
It would seem that was strange.
Here's PJ. We're going to have to catch PJ up. Poor guy. Alright, quick catch up, PJ. The guy at the head of the table after Jonas entered, tossed a file in the middle. In the middle, the file contained every known Sabbat member within Minneapolis, including Andreas.
Can you guys understand me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Because I hope I don't have to repeat that.
I heard everybody else, but you're coming in a little choppy.
God damn it. I don't know what it is. Apparently it's me.
Oh, I hear you. I heard that. Okay.
Go figure. Just to recap, a file was tossed in the middle. In the file, it contains every known member of the Sabbat, including Andreas, your prince. Yeah, probably was. Man.
Oh, our prince is a known member of the Sabbat?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So I want to, I guess I got to talk to somebody and hit them with the flex.
Another file was tossed. It contained two pictures. One of a man called Graciano di Veronese. God, I really hope that's correct because I'm probably butchering that name.
What?
He is the known Lasambra anti-Diluvian. He is the one who killed Lasambra himself and took his spot.
Is there something going back in the background of someone's thing?
That would be Joey.
I'll just point out also, if you're paying attention,
Yeah, I'm reading.
Roland was pretty much confirming everything as an independent source. And had a file out on the table of his own that was basically linking everything together as confirmed.
The second picture is of Set himself, the founder of the Setite clan. We'll just say you were in the meeting the whole time, so you heard Jonas admit that both of those antediluvians are currently sleeping underneath Minneapolis.
Okay, I didn't get all that, but I think I got the gist.
Two antediluvians are sleeping under Minneapolis. One's for the Sabbat, one's for the good guys. Sort of.
Oh, antediluvians.
It's best to look at it this way in Vampire. One's for the home team, one's for the away team. We're the
Yeah,
home
there you
team.
Yeah, you're the home team, so Set is Set, which would be on your side, is
There are no good guys in Vampire, I've found.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But the talk was that probably the dreams are being influenced by Set himself. Being an antediluvian, it's possible. With the magic being the way it is, that's also possible. It could be, may not have woke them up, but it may have increased their power somewhat. Jonas does say he can't confirm whether or not Graciano, the sleeping Lasambra, is helping the Sabbat or not. He doesn't know that.
Okay.
A
I
third
can't
file
exactly hear what you said, but which antediluvian is Graciano?
La Sombra.
La Sombra.
Oh, it's Lasop. Well, that's what Ransdale will ask. I know, but like Ransdale will ask, and then who's the one on our side?
Set.
That.
Zutek.
Oh man,
Set, yeah. Founder
I
of the Set.
definitely just can't hear anything
It's
from
all
you.
good. Yeah, Google hates me too, so.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. If nothing else and you miss some things, any one of these people can catch you up. I'll catch you up if need be. But I think you got the gist of it.
Yeah.
The third file, by the way, has a map of Minneapolis, and there's a bunch of colored lines crisscrossing. I don't
Okay,
have one,
so
so I didn't.
I heard that the other side has a map of Minneapolis.
Yeah, I'm going to get to that map. Yes, the third one has a map of Minneapolis. It's got colored lines crisscrossing, and you hear Jonas say those are ley lines, which represent magical currents that run throughout the planet. And he mentions that several of them interconnect underneath Minneapolis, or through Minneapolis, so to speak. If you look several points within Minneapolis, several key areas that people know fall in some of those convergences. One of the largest being the law firm.
Okay, so what I can gather, if you can understand me, is that there's a map of Minneapolis. There's an underground beneath Minneapolis, and I'm guessing beneath the sewers, where there are two antediluvians. And it's kind of a race to see who can get theirs active first.
No.
No,
We do not want antediluvians active.
I don't want any antediluvians.
Nobody wants them. Well, the Sabbat want them. You're not sure they want them active. They may just want their power.
Okay, so the Sabbat want them.
Sabbat want them, but they don't know where they're at. No one does. Even Jonas admitted no one knows where these guys are at. All they know
Sure.
and can confirm is that the two are underneath the city. He hasn't said how they confirmed it, because probably got it from somebody else who knew something.
So we have a Camarilla that is led by a Sabbat member. We have essentially the second most potent member of the Sabbat, and two antediluvians underneath our city, and we have to fix all of this before something raises up and we get our asses whipped.
Before the 3 months is over, which you would have heard, Jonas says specifically in 3 months' time, as of tonight, if the city is not fit, there is a strategic strike force on standby who in 3 months will come in and claim the city of all kindred.
Okay, so we got a time limit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
sounds
there's
good.
no time traveling. We're not playing Ocarina of Time.
Jonas, folks, believe me, the 3 months was a blessing that I had to beg for. Lucinda herself wanted to start it tonight.
All right, okay. So go fast, hit hard, figure it out. I can handle that.
Oh, and here's the fun part. You have permission to destroy, and I'm going to specifically state this, permission to destroy all known Sabbat members. No
I
diablerie.
was already working under that assumption.
That includes the prince.
Did you say no diablerie?
No diablerie. They want him
Okay,
dead, not possibly reincarnated.
Yeah, cool. All right, so no diablerie, but kill him any way you want.
Yeah. And Jonas specifically said Andreas is one of them.
Oh, would you?
Everyone here... Sorry, you're breaking up on
This
me.
is right now. I don't know if you guys know what mushrooming is.
No.
Keep him in.
You keep him in the dark and feed him a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, pretty much. Jonas looks and
I'm
goes,
glad
"Every-"
he'll point over to fudge. I'm horrible with names. He'll point over to Carmine and be like, "See that man knows how to run shit."
Jonas looks at everybody. It's plain and simple. Everybody here has immunity from prosecution from the Inner Council.
Okay.
Cool. Well, I know what we should fuck up first then.
So,
Be careful,
just
we
so
do wish the
PJ
masquerade to remain intact. We can only clean up so much. But they had given permission, and mind you, it took a lot to get that, because the Inner Council was with Lucinda to just clean the fucking city now and solve the problem.
As you should.
I managed to talk Lucinda into giving you at least enough time. She said 3 months. I couldn't get any more. Believe me, I tried. I said 3 months is not enough time. She said, well, then it's 3 months or nothing. So
I look at the guy at the head of the table. I go, "You'll take this as an official request, right? This is what do they call that? This is an audition, okay?
he nods.
All right.
If you do well, if you manage to get the city back under control
Of who?
of the Camarilla,
Be specific. Just checking.
if you manage to get the city back under the control of the Camarilla, it will look very favorably in the eyes of the Inner Council.
Okay.
Believe me, the Inner Council is watching. This is Jonas talking. All their eyes are diverted to here right now, and that should terrify you more than anything.
Guys have been here from the beginning. Ain't nobody stupid, Jonas.
They haven't been fully watching, but now their attention is fully here because the information we're passing to you was given to them.
You gonna tell them the truth, guys, or I'm gonna have to go out on a limb and lean on my dad's name or whatever.
Jonas
Be
looks.
my guest.
The lines are more important than the antediluvians are.
Correct. The Inner Council would prefer the antediluvians stay asleep. We figure once this magic shit that has happened to the city gets sorted out, it will put them back into their normal slumber.
Looks for me.
We should have no more problems.
Well,
Yes, the antediluvians are a possible target of the Sabbat. More than likely, that's probably what one of the main reasons the Sabbat is here for. Aside from the fact that if you put them on a magical node, you just gave them a power increase dramatically.
It's what the guys who got them to do this used to get them to do this.
Yes, you can if you can find them that.
What I'm thinking is it's the bada, soldiers, right?
Mostly, yes.
Throw hands or whatever. Which means
Except for Gareth there. Gareth is their strategist.
He's
like their general.
He's a planning general soldier. He's a foot guy like me. Here's the thing. His orders come from other people or whatever. Someone's
Correct.
on top of that guy. What I'm thinking is that Sabah came into the game late.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they know where the real power is. I think that they're going off of what they were told the real power is.
More than likely.
What I'm surmising is that the
Gareth is basically just like the figurehead for the bad guy side, for lack of a better term.
he's more than a figurehead. He's got his foot. He's hip deep in the game out here.
Yeah, but I don't think he's being told everything.
No. You guys don't pay much attention to the street life or whatever. It's kind of my job. He's running that for them.
Yeah, it doesn't check.
I've already drawn up a battle plan in order to hold the city for as long as possible. Because that's what I do.
I trust you can handle that.
I will say this to all of you so that all of you are in here and hear this. I've already spoken to 3 of the others, and they already are aware of this. Just kicked out. I am allowed to assist in more of a background capacity but I can provide certain arrangements if necessary.
Okay.
You should speak plainly, sir.
I can provide you with money. I can provide you with better communication devices that will not be affected by their electronic net they have over the city.
Okay. Whatever you all deem is most important.
It is supposed to be left up to you guys to deal with. As you said, Carmine, it's an audition. Prove your worth.
If the belief is that the ley lines are the most important part of this problem, we're going with that assumption, correct?
It's my
Yes,
assumption. I could be incorrect.
Okay.
He could be incorrect, but we believe the powers that are pushing Gareth to do what he's doing are doing so to get to those ley lines,
Okay.
to get to the most powerful ones in control.
I have one thing that I'd like to ask for then. Just one.
Sure.
Make the inner council send the chosen to us so that we can speak to them.
You're kidding, right?
Nope.
Alright.
How else are we gonna get it done?
I have the full authority of the council to assist you in any capacity. If we send the chosen, I can't promise nothing.
The chosen are here. We can ask them questions. And only the council can compel them to even answer us.
True.
Boss, trust me, it's a good thing. They probably won't whack us.
Probably won't.
And yeah, just a warning, guys. If you guys decide to get fresh with these guys, they're gonna send them to talk to us. That's
They'll
your
kill you
ass.
inside.
They'll fucking whack you. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They're beyond regular guys. Like
They're higher
beyond
than
even.
just car status.
They're higher than freaking everybody. They're the guys, except for those other guys. We don't talk about those guys.
No one talks about those guys.
You guys understand what I'm saying over here?
Yeah.
Everybody. I'm talking to your friend over there who likes to get fresh with people.
If I call and they send the chosen, Carmine is right. You better be on your best behavior with these people. Any slight disrespect, and it's your ass.
What are you wanting to ask them, Carmine?
He don't even know. The guy at the table don't even know who sent them, how many they are, or why they're here, or what they did to guard it.
The guy at the table just smiles. Jonas looks at you. Jonas looks at you, Carmine. Are you sure about that?
It's what we don't know that's kicking our ass, Mr. Guy in the suit.
That is a very good point.
The guy sitting at the table says you're already speaking to a chosen.
You're one of the guys.
Nods.
Well, I gotta believe it because nobody else had the balls to say it.
They were sent by the Sabbat were sent here by their high council terms. I use that term very loosely with them. We believe the Sabbat were sent here by the true Black Hand.
So this is above even a street war.
Oh, this is much more than a street war. That's why they sent Gareth. Gareth is one of their most trusted men and has never failed them.
Haha, we got an edge then.
The
Just
gentleman.
one though. They didn't send the magic guy. They sent the general. Which means they didn't want him to fuck with it. A magic guy would want to focus on the magic thing. A soldier guy is going to want to focus on the soldiering.
Gentleman knows.
So, wouldn't it be best if we were to focus on the whole magic side and take that shit from him?
If you can.
Like Rainsdale. I mean, is there some kind of hoodoo or whatever you can do to make that shit work for us?
I do know a mage who.
Nah. The reason I say that is because the other guy who is no longer with us, well, he is kinda. He's right there. Wouldn't that guy have done some digging? I mean, there's no way you can give a guy that something that juicy, let him know what's going on, and him not look into it. That make a lot of sense to you?
Jonas looks. Basically, we're just here to tell you the what's, the hows, and what's going on, so that way you guys aren't as in the dark as you had been.
Well, I mean, I figured out a little bit of this stuff, but the thing is, this goes way back farther. It starts with the Chosen. So as you and the other guy know, how many of them are there?
You think I'm going to tell you that? The gentleman at the table looks at you.
Yeah, because the guy just said the full weight of the council was brought to bear and can't compel them to answer me.
I already know what their plan is if they fail, if we fail.
How many do you think there are?
I'm thinking conservatively 3, because 3 is a magic number, like in Schoolhouse Rock. The rest, I'm thinking maybe 1 for every clan, maybe. So nobody felt left out.
He nods. He doesn't answer you, he just nods.
So there's 4 Ventru in like the whole city. I know because I'm their boss. So that means that the guy who was my guy is the guy who pretended to get burst in the flame. That was that guy?
He doesn't say anything.
Maron Manachet. Are you all still here?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, Carmine was asking the Chosen.
Yes.
The rest are here.
Oh,
All right then. Who are you? Clan or that's all I'm asking. Clan-wise.
Torador.
Which explains so much.
You already know the Gangrel. He looks at you.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about. I may have heard some things that could point in the direction of a guy who could perchance fill that role. But, there's really nothing definite, really. I feel so close to him.
Oh my god. Carmine's a riot. Jones just looks at you. Yes, one of each of us is in the city to answer the question.
So who's my guy?
You already guessed it.
So he can't be fucking dead then.
Did you really think he was?
A lot of these dumb fucks did.
Looks around at the table. How many of y'all thought James Crow was dead? James Crow, former Prince of Mind elsewhere.
I never knew the man.
So what? He's like an Indian now. He's sleeping. Is he? What the fuck's he doing over here?
He's laying low.
It was a.
And Sean just got kicked. Jesus, Google hates everybody tonight.
So
PJ at least saw mobile.
So what is? All right. You fucking guys. You guys are gonna push the kill switch before the other guys get here, aren't you?
What do you mean? You want us to speak plainly? Why don't you speak plainly? Just say it like it is.
You're gonna do the thing that the other guys are gonna come here. They're gonna be sent here, but you guys are gonna do the deed before they get here.
What deed would that be? The gentleman sitting at the table just looks at you.
You're either gonna turn them off or you're gonna kill the guys who know too much first.
It's a possibility. And we were sent here for a very specific purpose.
All right. I mean, just so I'm not in the
The
dark.
most I will say is that as long as you guys do your job, we won't have to do ours.
Yeah, I feel doing the best I can over here.
You guys are all making progress. You're just to the inner council. You're not making progress fast enough. They see the Sabbat getting more and more of a hold, and they are worried.
As they should be, or should have been, when the I'll be quiet. I don't want to get smacked in the face by Chosen. Because I know a guy who can get you knock over that watch for like quarter of a car anyway. All right, so now that you've laid the law down, you think the kids at the kiddie table can have a conversation about what we're gonna do next?
Jonas looks, we've been waiting on you to start talking.
All right.
This is really what the meeting is about. By the way, the 5 locations that we gave you are all controlled by an Archon. I'm a free floater.
Okay. What all did I just miss? Because it just kept going freaking haywire.
What part did you leave off at? Jesus Christ. You're in here twice. Ah, it's scary.
I know, it keeps locking up on me. It's really ridiculous. Now the app's won't light. Yay. Alright. So what's going on?
What part did you get booted on? Trying to remember.
I had to like reload like twice. The Carmine was last thing I think I asked.
Do what? Sean? And I think he's gonna get kicked again. Poor Sean.
While you're doing all that, I'm making bacon.
Okay.
Remember, preheat the oven to
Thank you,
400
Marcus, so much.
And she doesn't do it that way. She just repeats.
You fry it in the oven, no problems.
No, we don't fry it in the oven.
Trust me.
Well, our oven is iffy and long story. We only got a stovetop. Okay. Ramsdale will relate what he knows about Gareth, which is Gareth is a big nasty fucker and an annoying pain in the ass. He didn't give me full details, but that's enough. And that you found out one of Gareth's likely havens happens to be the Black Wolf headquarters. Just FYI, because PJ's having issues. But so is apparently Sean.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
Couple of messages on Facebook that's important.
Yeah, I've been back and forth. Jonas looks at everybody. We also want you to start working with the other forces.
Don't they have guys do that?
Well, we have determined that what they're trying to do is keep you guys separate from the others. They're probably afraid that all the information we just shared with you will get back to the others, and then they'll have a much larger threat. They are not prepared to handle you, the mages, and the shifters working together. Think about how many cities are in this world and how many the Kindred run. Have you ever seen it where all 3 factions work together?
Don't the lupines like claw our faces off because they think we're like monsters or something?
Usually, but that's why you have people to kind of be an intermediary, a liaison, so to speak.
Well, we got a guy. We got Kevin for that.
So if you guys begin talking to the mages, Ian, you're gonna have to remind me. If you guys also start talking to the mages, and you guys can get a joint venture started between the three groups.
I don't know from mages. I'm Catholic. I don't.
John just smile.
I don't know. It's not my strong suit over here. I know about vampires because I'm a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know nothing about no werewolves or Mr. Wizard's Hogwarts guys. But you're saying that we work together with them, we could win this?
We believe so, because it's something they don't expect. And right now they're trying to ensure that that doesn't happen. Everything they're doing is to keep you guys busy amongst yourselves.
Fuck me.
They went so far now as to prevent any communication between you guys. So now they're also trying to separate you by clans. They are trying to micromanage you guys down to non-existent.
You guys did it too, didn't you? That's how
We
you
had
chosen guys. That's how you chosen guys. That's how the chosen guys got the handle on the freaking magic water stuff.
What are you talking about?
Well, they couldn't have done it by themselves. Vampires can't
You
see
had no
magic
hand
shit.
in it.
No, well, no. What I'm saying is, how'd you guard them? How'd you guard them? How'd you watch them?
You just smile. There are other ways.
BRB.
So how about that local sports team?
On Fox Sports here. Everybody went BRB. Just left out.
I mean, if it make you feel any better, I mean, you could go AFK, and I'll just, I guess.
Well, no, because Roland's, Ian's still here, so at least one other person is. You know, 2 other people are here, so I'm not talking to myself.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
No, the Box nightclub.
All right,
Yeah,
so
well, that's what I'm saying. That it's speaking through the visions to me more than anything.
It's not speaking. Someone else is. Oh, and by the way, if you're ever curious, the Vox in Latin is the voice. Ironic how that works, huh? For those who want to Google it, you can.
Vox Populi is the voice of the people, man. We can extrapolate.
What are you confused about? The Vox is a nightclub. It's a location. You ask for hints as to possibilities. That is one possibility. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. The building itself really isn't talking to you as more of there's someone else who...
Hold on. Let me explain the question.
Okay, maybe I misunderstood. And Sean said he had to BRB Marcus, so we're kind of waiting on him to come back.
Okay, so I'll be quiet then.
And PJ probably is not going to make it back in because apparently Google really hates him. One bad thing about being on mobile and in a hangout, it sometimes doesn't work that way.
It didn't work well.
Yeah.
But this is lots of information that I wish I had had 2 months ago.
Well, I didn't think it would have to come to this, honestly.
I was working alone.
Well,
I don't know shit about magic.
yeah.
I found out a lot of shit.
Okay, I thought I did explain that, Ian. I don't know how else to put that.
I got no messages about that.
But that's what I was just explaining to you. That's what I'm not.
So that's what I meant about it's speaking to me, metaphorically speaking to me.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay. So yes, metaphorically, yes, it's speaking. Okay, gotcha now. Okay. Like,
No, I'm really about Fabian. A building is mystically talking to me.
I don't know. We got one that talks to plants, so why not add another? We're really just waiting on Sean. So.
What's funny is this doesn't change any of my plans.
I was hoping it wouldn't. It just gave you more information. This is basically what this scene is about: is to help get the information out that you guys seem to have been lacking and being confused on.
Hey,
Just
I was
kind
close.
of clearing up some issues.
I was close.
Yeah, you're pretty close.
Damn it. I got to do one thing I ain't want to do. I'm trying to win a street war over here.
Jonas will tell you that the three earlier had already mentioned that they also have some contact with the shifters, so they are going to try and work and see if they can't arrange something to make the shifters more pliable to assist.
I'm more concerned with more, temporal matters, as it were.
The mages...
No. Like, the city itself. Like, it needs to be here.
What, do you want to burn the city to the ground?
No, I don't want to burn the city to the ground unless I have to. The thing is, what I want to do is, my plan, I would like to concerted effort attempt to deprive them of the thing that they wanted.
Can be done.
That is my plan, because it's not an assault. They're expecting us to assault things. They're expecting an actual war. He's a general. He's expecting us to fight him on like terms in a war. If we fight him that way, we're probably going to lose, because he might be smarter than me. The other thing, though, he's not a mage.
Nice.
He's a doohickey with, like, I punch things and send troops and movements and all that. That's what he is.
Yeah.
When we fight him as something else, then we got a better shot.
True.
So my holding action will work because he would be trying to, get over my walls or whatever. But in the background, I am building up the super occult, whatever, those guys do that thing to work that in.
Okay.
Flip
Here's the one problem with your plan. Well, here's the one thing that is listed in the first file that was handed to you. One of the gentlemen working underneath Gareth is an abyssal mystic. There's your mage.
Uh-huh.
Well, magic user of sorts.
Here's the issue with my plan. is it doesn't require an actual mage.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I think it's wonderful for us to kumbaya with the other guys,
Kumbaya.
I think it would be best if we were to focus our strength on... Okay, they specifically sent the soldiers so he couldn't mess with the water things. So what if we mess with the water things entirely and figure out a way to make them work for us?
What water things are you talking about? Are you talking about
The ley line, whatever things.
Okay. Sorry, that was an ST. I thought that's what you were referring to, but I wanted to make sure.
If we can turn them into a source of strength for us, as opposed to them, everybody, all the wiggly finger guys that are keeping, and them, this guy in the dark feeding them shit. By the way, they just keep giving them bodies. and that's freaking me out.
Well, the problem is they've attacked you on a technological, and now they're starting to attack you on a more physical front.
As am I. Well, actually, I'm not. My actual forces are not attacking them. My fodder is.
Well, and you don't think they're sending their actual forces, do you?
They put them more in front than I put mine in front.
True. Because they expected more of a reaction.
They expect me to be stupid.
Actually, partly your reaction so far, you can tell, has kind of got them flustered.
Well, that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah. But the fact that you guys haven't actually tried to... the fact that you guys actually haven't tried to directly assault them, as you said, Carmine, as they're expecting, has kind of put them off.
Well,
So-
the reason that my pops is old, okay, and what he told me was this. He said to me,
Okay.
when you commit your forces, they want you to. You have to do what they don't want you to. You see, they send the force, they want you to go at them with a force. You never do it. Don't ever let the other guy determine the tempo of a battle. That's stupid. The only downside is I don't got a lot of. Be
Big
perfectly.
problem. The
Big
big problem right
Prince.
now is the fact, well, besides that, he's their mole within the group.
He's not a freaking mole. We know who he is.
Well, as of right now, they don't know we know.
If we do anything, then he will know.
Then
So-
they will know, correct.
So misinformation is probably our best weapon.
Correct.
Yeah, so we have a broken enigma.
Basically, keep feeding him bullshit information. Best way to find out exactly how much information he's relaying, tell him you guys are planning assault at X location.
We can't.
Sit and watch X location and see what the response is.
We can't do that though. Not immediately. We gotta feed him truth with lies.
As of right now, he has no idea you guys are here.
Yes, but if we feed him too much information, that doesn't pan out. He's going to start to suspect. We're going to take losses. We're going to have to take losses. It's like the Enigma in World War II. We're going to have to choose our battles and let them win from time to time. Because
They're already winning.
otherwise
I don't
we
know
will
if
I'm
you've
not letting
looked,
him
but
win nothing.
I don't know if you've looked, but most of the city is theirs.
The parts I want him to have, yeah.
I'm just saying, we're going to have to let them. We're going to have to feed them correct information at some points.
I'm not gonna throw away anybody.
Yes, but I'm not saying don't feed them correct information. I'm just saying for a first test, just to make sure that everything we have is valid, throw them a little fake one. Give them a little piece of information. Hey, we're thinking of investigating X location.
It seems a little pat for me though, guys. Here's my thing. It's a small thing. It's not that I'm untrustworthy or whatever. It's not that I'm not a trusting person. It's not that I don't believe you guys are the best it is at what you do. But here's my question. Does it not seem odd? 4 months ago, what was the climate of this city?
It was separated.
Okay, it was separated. 4 months ago, who on the council knew that there was just a guy here watching things? Because you said yourself, Jonas, she made this decision on her own. Okay, so my question is, are you sure that she is the only person who made that decision?
Anything is possible.
I worry that we would be jumping the gun, as it has been done before in this town. You know, like a red herring or whatever. Like I understand there's a lot of evidence. I get it, but You know, I'm torn between a cigar is a cigar, and this might not be what it seems. He goes, guy, chosen, Mister. I don't know what to call you, but
He
you
looks.
guys,
Yes.
you guys are the masters of that.
Yes.
That's what you do. That's what Eric Kelshilton do. I only know that because my brother used to call himself one of those things. that's what you guys do. You are the beautiful thing that everybody's paying attention to in the room. And he can see things for what they truly are. I'm assuming, which begs the question: a Camarilla vampire with no tendencies for such things is suddenly knee deep in cahoots with a plot that goes back hundreds of years, and nobody knows about it. Come on.
You seem to forget when it comes to antediluvians and their eternal struggle. Let's make no mistake about it. Most of the power plays going on within the Camarilla are pure antediluvian versus antediluvian. They may not be up and running, but that's what they're doing.
But ain't you guys above that?
To a point, remember, the antediluvians are the founders of the clan.
According to the story, yeah.
And I'll confirm that.
According to the story.
I think I have an idea.
Don't hurt yourself.
Hold on.
And because they are the founders of the clan, they have ultimate say. Asleep or not. Could we take them out? Yes. Has it been done before? Yes.
I think I have an idea. And Roland starts flipping through the files. Where is that? Oh, here it is. And he takes out the map that they had given us, and he reaches into his pocket and pulls out his map, puts it down next to it. They're very similar, right, Bill? There's a couple of differences, but they're
some slight differences, but for the most part, yeah.
Okay. So a lot of similarities, and these two maps match up very closely, except there's one big difference, and it's this building right here. And Bill, he points to an unidentified building that's marked on both the maps, but doesn't seem to line up with anything. Right here.
Okay.
I don't know this building, but it's marked on both these, and is controlled by neither of us, neither our side or their side.
Okay.
Why is it so important to A, your map, and B, their map, which is also our map now?
Got a valid point. Chosen looks. Maybe that's a mystery you guys should figure out. I would say the actions you take from now on, you should be very careful on every action you take. I would also say all your phones, trash them, get rid of them.
Roland takes out a pencil that can easily be removed.
You see him motion one of the guys. He walks over to a corner, picks up a big box, sets it down on the table.
Roland with pencil draws in on the map that they provided, the differences between his map and the map that they brought with them. And then puts away his map.
Jonas looks. Honestly, we're just here to provide support and give you the information. We want you guys to figure it out. You guys have your powwow. We'll be sitting right here. We'll answer any questions you have.
Okay.
Matt wants to see that again. Don't do what Matt says.
All right. So you want to go house hunting?
Sorry, did you say something?
So you want to go house hunting?
Not so much. We know where the location is. Not so much hunting as trying to figure out what the hell it is.
Well, we should definitely take along someone who could, see or do something about that.
Someone with aspects. God damn it!
Unless you suddenly develop
The curse of this
talent with
game.
magic.
I'm sorry, Marcus, I can barely hear you.
Unless you somehow develop some sort of talent with magic, then me and you are kind of the wrong guys to go take a look at it.
Yeah.
You think maybe perchance we could get a hold of what, Tremia or something. I don't know.
Might be a good idea. Depending on
You're just offering. That
it's a valid point. It's a valid good point.
Oh, just so you know, out of character-wise, PJ wasn't able to get back in, but we're just going to say his character is sitting right there. I will get him updated on everything. So you will have, basically you have Mr. Ransdale there. You just can't respond to his
so
Google
plan.
hits.
So part A, we will explore that end of things. Part B, something must be done about the prince.
That we can deal with.
No, we can't. Leave him alone. Just don't tell him nothing.
Or if you do, give him bullshit information from him.
Yeah, he's through the night. He's
Not
kind of
majorly
behind.
bullshit, if
his whole
you
point
feed him too much of it, he's gonna.
Yeah, his whole point is he can't reveal himself to us. So we just don't tell him nothing of consequence.
Yes, but
But what?
I have an idea. It's just shooting from the hip. I've gotten this information. Few of you have figured out that I have particular visions. Now, if, say, somebody from representing the council was to support the fact that I am extremely trustworthy in my visions to the council.
Where the council did that come from?
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back.
Oh, good.
If he's going to upkeep this visage of being a good Camarilla prince, then anything that has the stamp of the council on it, he will trust.
Let me explain.
Out of character, what have I missed since I've been out the loop up to this point?
Crap. Marcus, you can fill him in.
Okay. Here's the deal. You know about the 3-month thing?
Not much.
Yeah, I know about that.
Okay, past that, it was a bunch of him and Han, and Roland has found a house that is marked on the map that's funky that we need to go check out, and we are now down to the brass tacks of...
What's the house on the map? What?
It's unknown right now. It's just a house on the map. There's nothing.
There's something weird about it, and it needs to be checked out, but it needs to be checked out by somebody with, super magic powers.
It's on both Roland and yours map and the council's map, but is unidentified by either, and there is no push pins in Roland's map on it.
So it's all multiple ley lines, but they have not identified it as a point of
and
interest.
it is only marked on it's like penned in on the Roland map. So it's not actually it's not represented by a push pin. It wasn't represented by a push pin. It was a oddity on the map in general.
So yes, it is on one of the ley lines to answer your question.
Okay.
But it has not been identified by anyone as being on either side. Basically, it's neutral ground right now as far as you guys see it.
It was important enough to be on the map in the vision.
We
Yeah.
can
Okay.
go look at it, take a look at it, but here's my thing about your plan roll.
And so that's all up to speed now?
And right now they're kind of figuring out what they want to do with the prince, and Carmine has pretty much said, just leave him in the fucking dark.
Yeah. Like I said, fucking mushroom him.
Yeah.
Here's the issue, but here your friend, Roland, he's got an idea. Let me explain to you, because of the individual we're dealing with, why that's a bad plan.
Okay, you don't even want to hear the plan. Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead. Tell us why the plan that you haven't heard out at all is a bad idea.
You are going to involve the council. That is a bad plan. The reason it is because it puts the council's eyes, it puts the council's face on an issue. Not only that, didn't you just walk out of the woods like 2 minutes ago, and suddenly you got a friend in the council?
I existed before I walked out of the forest.
But they would find it suspicious.
Not unless it was
It would be a giant red flag thing.
Not unless it was a worded letter that was a general letter, not a directed letter. Like a letter given as favor, rather than directed as something.
By the council, they don't do that. Their word of mouth is good enough. Jonas looks at you.
I'm just tossing out ideas.
I mean, and that's what you guys are here for. You guys are here to discuss things and figure out the best course of action.
We can't do anything to raise any flags in his direction. It's got to be business as usual in this extreme circumstance in his eyes, because anything that is odd, he's going to report to his friends.
Which is why we should just give him stuff that just keep it along status quo. Me and I just got names. Give me a second here. Me and PJ's character, yeah, Rensdale, should just keep reporting to him as usual, but we feed him his fucking horseshit so long as it smells the same. And if you want to include the other Tremere that has diarrhea of the mouth for the prince, then you can do that too, and it's...
The only issue is there's only one when it comes to feeding him bullshit. He's going to expect not so much the kernel of truth, but, first right of refusal. So, like, I say we just inundate him with every little detail, every single thing. Like, we'd let him know minutia, like where we put, like, a car or something. We just fill him in on it. We just tell him.
Wouldn't that be out of place then?
Nope.
Because usually...
No, we're at war. He's got to know everything.
Yeah.
But we haven't been giving him every little minutia detail.
He's the Camarilla Prince, and by the rules of the Camarilla, we're supposed to let him know. I'm a bit of a...
The sheriff...
Just say with
I
the...
have an idea on that.
Guys,
told us that we're at the time of war needs to give the prince our due attention on actions during a time of war.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you can easily say because of everything going on, you guys wanted to get some kind of order situated first before you started, inundating him with all the information.
And he's going to need to sign off on this, sign off on that, get word to this guy. A bunch of unencrypted phones that we have hanging around in front of him, so he didn't think we smart enough to use that phones. Paint the picture that we want him to see, and we just keep him moving. The downside is we never lie. We will not lie to the prince.
You just don't tell him the important stuff that would...
Well, yeah, of course, lie by omission. The best kind of lie is a lie that is truthful to some extent.
The reason
as long as you're not telling him anything that isn't completely untrue, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, and Jonas looks... And honestly, it doesn't really matter at this point anyways. He's already being confirmed as a Sabbat spy.
Right.
What you guys are doing...
But so long as they think that their spy still works, they don't change their game plan.
And occasionally you feed them one piece of information or one piece of information. Hey, we heard, X location has something we want to check out. We're going to go do an investigation.
How much does
See
he
how
know about this information here, like what you've just given us? How much does, or is this just something that you dropped on us and he has not the wildest fucking idea about?
The guy sitting at the table says, absolutely not a fucking word of it.
So he doesn't even know about the whole inner council has given us leave from prosecution to go do
Nope.
what we need to do in this city. Awesome.
Nope.
Awesome.
Lucinda made her recommendations on who should be notified of what's going on in the city. She
Good.
specifically picked all of you, which is why you're here. She picked some others, and we've already talked to them earlier. We will probably talk to a few others afterwards.
Do we know anything?
Just so you know,
Mhm.
all 5 locations that you were given are secure locations in every way, shape, and form.
Okay.
There's an Archon sitting in each location, counting this one, at all times.
Okay.
And
That's
obviously
good.
during the day, he has somebody to fill in. But
So
these
more or
places are
less.
protected. So if you guys need an escape to run away for a little while,
Mhm.
these 5 locations are safe.
So you and these Archons more or less have become keepers of unofficial Elysiums that will keep us from getting our toes toasted.
Affirmative. And
Awesome.
me, no. I am actually the head of the Archons that are here, and they are the ones watching the place. So now you know there are 6 Archons within the city at least.
Fantastic.
Sorry, I got such a shit post.
Yeah, it's important. The way we see it, because they're strategically placed. If you look at the addresses and put them against that map, they are strategically placed all throughout the city. So that way there is nowhere within the city that you can't get quickly to a secure location.
And they don't know about these locations.
No, we have kept this completely in the dark. You guys and the 3 we talked to earlier are the only ones who know.
Cool. Then we need to set up a place that we meet at, so they don't
That's
come
fine.
looking for these places.
We figured you guys would want to set one up, so we have a few places in mind, but we're going to let you pick.
Okay.
As much as the Sabbat think they have a lot, they really don't. They can't control all of it. They don't have enough of their, lack of a better term, military force here to really enforce much. They're using the police and the Black Wolf guys to keep an eye on the major places.
Right,
Well,
which means the
that
sooner we
spreads
push
their
them
forces.
off.
That spreads those forces thin. So
Mhm.
you get a little gaps here and there.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be preferable. Don't flee a firefight right into the hiding spot. You'd be a little pissed.
Yeah.
Each of these locations, by the way, has a particular setup in case it comes down to, for some reason, you are trapped in here and have to take defensive actions.
Right.
The guy opens the crate that's sitting on the table. These are satellite phones.
Oh, hold on. Hold tight. My question is this. I didn't ask this. You said one for every clan.
For everyone that we have at a meeting, yes.
No. You said that there's a chosen from every clan. You
Oh.
didn't say Camarilla clan. You said clan.
The chosen ones. That's all he does, just not.
They don't feel some type of way about this?
When you learn enough about them, you'll learn that really doesn't matter. It's the overall game that matters. As much as you think Minneapolis is a major, issue throughout the world, it's not. It's small potatoes. This is basically a pawn in a much larger game.
We just happen to be sitting on top of it.
You guys just happen to be in the middle of it. So for you guys are, in a major situation. Worldwide, if you take a grand look, you'll see that this is just one more piece.
Well, I want to
Everybody's moving into position into certain places for reasons. The Sabbat are moving their people because they want certain locations, because they have an ultimate plan in mind. We're moving our people just to combat that. Which is why Lucinda is very specific about if in 3 months this is not situated, she will cleanse the city of all kingdom. Just to be on the safe side, because in that time we won't know who could be affected, who's not. And she will not go on my word. I will tell you that now.
I've seen what will happen if we fail.
If you fail, the Sabbat takes over the city, and God help the rest of the world, because who knows what they have planned.
No, I've seen what is planned. If that happens,
You know,
No.
not even
The
the
problem
Sabbat
with
like
your
it.
ability is you can only see parts. Certain
Yeah.
things will change the outcome. This meeting actually could change it drastically.
Hey, here's the funny thing.
Hmm.
You know, Sabbat don't even like infernalists.
No, they don't. They don't trust them.
That's
Just
good.
like the Camarilla doesn't.
It is a good mentality to have.
But
It's fair
guys,
enough. Think about it. You're working with a demon whose only purpose is to get out of hell.
hey guys,
Mm-hmm.
the Sabbat don't trust infernalists.
Mm-hmm.
Eh?
Well,
Genesis
we're
smiles.
probably pretty likely that we've got one at the law firm, or someone who's working with, or insert infernalist situation here.
I think
if we fed information to the prince saying that there was infernalists in,
Oh, he already is well aware.
well, how much about magic does the guy really know?
Andreas, not much.
Come on, guys. Come on, it's a con game. Now, yeah, we're supposed to feed the prince false, real information that's true, right? We have discovered that the law firm is full of infernalists. We have discovered that they are powered by demon magic, which means we
You
have
have discovered that the law firm is sitting on top of a hellmouth.
We have discovered all of that. Would it not be interesting were the prince to find that out?
That's true.
He is a Sabbat member. They despise. They don't even like infernalists. Like they'll hurt them.
Yeah,
Might be-
ironically, the Sabbat and Camarilla have the same stance on infernals.
Would it?
Yeah,
Would it
well, that's because we can both agree that they're fucking insane.
Yeah.
so were he to find that information out, that would be true information. We would just be delivering it. Would it not? Would we not?
No.
I have the information. All it needs is for basically everybody at this table that the prince may pretend to trust to back my information.
I have it on multiple sources. I can, if you are submitting this as a source, I have other sources too, at least 2 others. So there we go.
He takes out a file and it takes out the file and hands it directly to you.
Now,
Mr.
see,
Smith,
no, we're
this is
extra
my
wrong about it.
official handing to you of all the information gained about the infernalist actions in this city.
It's the fiddle game. Hey, Ro, that map of yours. Is there any way you could maybe take those pins that are in there and draw any certain symbols of some sort, or whatever?
Holds up the map and it shows a demonic a demon circle. Anyways,
It's already there.
Is that a demon circle? Is that a demon circle? Don't infernalists use demons?
Mhm.
Isn't that placed in Oh my goodness! I think we have
It
found.
would already play into the thoughts that I've already put in. I've already told him that this city's problem hinges greatly on a unified infernalist threat.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We tell them we have found empirical evidence that is the play that is being made, and we should shoot all our forces at that particular thing. Oh yeah, that will save the city, which isn't bullshit because like it would.
Yep.
Ironically, that would probably be the one time where they got attacked from both sides.
See,
3, if I hear correctly.
I'm just saying a concerted effort, and it could go our way a little bit. I mean, it might take a little pressure off.
Huh?
I think that
If you guys,
And if
agree,
we
Jonas.
get a hold of the law firm, then they can't. The Infernalists can't use the Hellmouth there, and it puts us in control of one of the ley line points.
More importantly, it puts eyes that are not ours on a problem that is.
Hmm.
You know,
And we have asked them to do nothing but do what they were going to do anyway. I like this
Yep.
plan.
good point.
I think we should begin
More-
Operation Infernal Destructo.
The more eyes on that law firm, the more they'll be under pressure. The more they'll be forced to
More than that,
either change their philosophy or close up shop.
and they're gonna crack because their veneer, the people who they are working with, will also be implicated, and will probably, not help them because they don't want to be seen as helping them.
And the Lupines are also watching it too, so there's another set of eyes.
Okay. Lupines,
Hmm.
like the big wolf guys,
Hmm.
like that eat our face. Lupines.
Not always, but most of the time, yeah.
I like that. Not always.
Man, it's gonna be a run on silverware being stolen. I'm gonna put a premium on this shit on the black market. Is it like in the movies?
I'm not sure.
Oh, fuck it. I got an AK. I got lots of AKs. Don't worry about it. But yeah, let's do that at least. Let's make that move.
Hmm.
All the while putting out the anti-infernal propaganda, which is easy and takes very little effort. We will be
Because,
investigating other things.
like, the house.
Specifically the house, but not until you've had your meeting with the prince where you reveal what you've discovered through your uncanny investigative skills.
I was planning on doing it anyway, so.
But you really gotta sell it.
Like a used car salesman, I think I can do that.
So many used cars. Yes.
I'm just saying, this guy ain't a dummy.
I wouldn't even have to. I've already been in a city where there's an Infernalist problem. You think I can sell an Infernalist problem? You have no idea.
Good. This works for me. What would you like me to do, sirs, as you two both, kind of have the ball here?
Who's you looking at?
He looks at the sheriff and Roe. Because, well,
At-
Roe, as far as he knows,
at
Roe is
this-
independent, so he kind of runs things.
At this point in time, you're holding down our influences really well, and I haven't gotten the chance to speak with anyone else as far as influences go. If you can manage to keep them off the streets and find out what cards is in everyone else in this domain's hands as far as influences go and get them organized so they're not focusing on just you, but they're having to play a song and dance of the whole domain's starting to put boots to face.
Out of character,
That'll make them have to think about something else.
Well, based on my earlier blue booking at the beginning of this, are my backgrounds a little safer than everybody else's or not?
Yes, because you started shoring it up beforehand.
Can I get that back? It
A
got
little
all
safer,
choppy.
it's still a little harder.
Way back when all this started, out of character, I started consolidating money, consolidating finances, consolidating everything that was a background of mine.
Yeah,
So-
buying up the property, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I'm also saying, get with the other people that have influences in this city and get them coordinated and make them have to look at something else.
You
If
want
they
that
have
shit-
to be busily scurrying around doing the influences game, they ain't looking at what else we're doing.
And if you don't have people with influence, Jonas, start getting people to get influence.
I can't force people to be smart.
We need
Because
to play
influences are not covered
ISO.
by the Camarilla, will be covered by the Sabbat. Without you on that.
I'm pretty sure there could be
If-
somebody better at this whole underworld thing than me. It could happen.
Not necessarily.
We also need to squeeze out their monopoly on the whole police department thing.
The police
It's
department
not a full
is not to
monopoly.
be touched.
It's not a full
I'm not saying it's a full monopoly. I'm just
They do have a majority of pieces. Unfortunately, they have the mayor more than anybody.
Oh.
The police
Like,
can
as
be
in their
turned
pocket, or are we talking in their pocket?
Right now, he's just in their pockets.
Gotcha.
I think Nana needs to strike again.
Basically, they're whispering in his ear, and he's listening. The police aren't as
that.
affected. They're just following orders by their mayor. If you can start working some
we
angles,
just cut that.
one of the people who had police influence lost it. So they may have to rework that.
I was informed that her police influence dried up and is no longer existent.
Lost it.
I can only go on what I know. Sounds like, though, that we need to separate this problem, the head of this problem, from the shoulders.
No, that's correct.
If it really is the mayor that is controlling all of them, then we just make sure the mayor's not a problem for us anymore. I'm not saying kill him, but, ghoul him, whatever. Just make it so he's not being influenced by them.
That's not a problem. Unless, if you want me to go on that, or you got somebody else in mind.
I could attempt to take care of that.
You want to have a bunch of people with different influences. You don't want to have one person with too much influence, because then they'll just focus on that person.
Then they'll just pick on that person.
Yeah. So unless you want Carmine to basically be the fall guy, so to speak, or the target, I would recommend spreading the forces. But if he's a target, that means they're going to watch him 24/7.
I got a way to get something. There's this group called Smith Sons and Company or whatever. You can get those guys, or have Rob's. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Rob's paperwork is in flux right now. He's been doing the paperwork dance for a while. I don't know why, but it is. Don't know what happened. However, if one were to take up that mantle, then I'm just saying it could be lessened. More influence could be gained in the financial arena. However, I suggest you be really good at the whole financial thing.
Well, that kind of rules me out. I'm not particularly good at finance.
The thing about being a power broker like myself is I broker power, but I only put it in the hands of people who can use it. I'm not going to just give anybody anything. So you find somebody you want me to give a leg up, I'll give them a leg up, but they better be good at it because it's my name on the line.
Yep. If you see someone that you think would be good at it too, just let me know and I'll keep my eyes out as well.
As soon as you find somebody in this time money that I got, I'll do that.
I'm just saying, you play this influence game really smooth, working with the mortals. So it's an area that I'm not so hot at. That's why you're my deputy, because you help cover something I can't do well, and you do it well.
Jonas looks at everybody. You should really, more specifically as a sheriff, you should begin figuring out every kindred's strong suit and weakness. Put them where they're strongest. Or if you think they can learn, put them where they're weakest to learn. But I would recommend keeping everybody where they're strongest at. You got a Bruja here with the blue hair who could probably assist in the thug department.
Who is he pointing to?
Blaine. The one blue hair.
Gotcha. I see. What do we, is there anyone who has contact with the Anarchs? I know we might be able to get them to play in this, because the last thing they want probably is a bunch of Sabat fucking up their backyard.
I spoke to a friend of mine who is on that particular angle. When he gets back to me, I'll let you know.
Cool. I've already informed fucking Holly's character. I'm horrible with names. Marcella, to basically play the song and dance of we're independents. We're gonna sit here with our thumbs up our asses, and that's what we're going to do. And meanwhile, saying basically going around getting independent support. I mean, they blew up in Elysium. If they're not going to hold that as valuable, what are they going to hold as valued?
Independents can't go to those things.
Yeah, they can. Elysium's neutral ground. They blow up an
It's only
Elysium.
neutral ground for a Camarilla, technically, but Independents were allowed within this city.
Elysium's older than the Cam out of character, but I don't know it in character, so I'll just roll with it. I mean,
Yeah, you're right.
people
Out of
seem to
character,
treat
it
it
is,
as
the Elysiums are older,
Yeah.
but when the Camarilla finally formed, it became
right. They
Camarilla.
like they co-opted Prince and they co-opted Keeper and blah
Yeah,
blah blah.
they did all that. So
They
any
took all the old
Elysium,
traditions and trappings and said, "This is being vampire, guys."
yeah,
I think I can make a solid move with the mayor thing if I have an influx of some cash. I have a card to play.
What do you think
how much you
about
need?
Poland?
Jonas Lawrence.
Bill,
Let him move out
you
the
would
check
know this.
code.
He would give the standard amount for a standard contract.
Jonas looks to the Chosen. He waves this guy over, whispers something to him. Guy walks over, opens up a wallet, drops down 100K sitting in front of you.
Excellent. Takes out the cell phone, does a text, and then tosses the phone into. Takes out the memory chip, tosses the phone into the box.
So what just happened here? It was kind of fuzzy.
He got monetary value to assist with
Oh,
getting
planning.
I'll explain it to you later. I have there's a card to be played.
That was all super choppy. What just happened here?
He'll talk to you later about it, but basically what he got was he got money to put super thugs in play because they were kind of sitting on standby,
Okay.
which he's had sitting on standby. But they got to get paid, because they want money. They're all super thugs.
So he'll turn over to what is now being clearly identified as a Bruja and be like, "So Blue Meanie, what's your take on this?"
Blue meaning, that's why.
I'm reeling over that. Well, I put it like this. I really don't understand the plan. But I'm willing to be there just as backup.
Well, what skills do you have? Do you have influences? Can you kick shit and take names? What you do?
I can kick shit and take names.
Cool. Awesome. Hopefully the Sabbat does not opt for the traditional Sabbat route. I think they would get a rude awakening.
I doubt it. They haven't gone with their shovel heads yet.
I
They'll probably
noticed.
use that as
That's
last
why
ditch.
I.
Yeah. I don't
That's
think
why I'm
they want to
putting
make it
the-
obvious yet.
Yeah, and that's why I'm putting a little bit more emphasis on the influence game, and I'm betting Marcus, fucking not Marcus, Carmine, can handle that. And if we kick them in the balls there, they'll have to come up with a different idea how they want to play this game.
I don't understand. I mean, what do you want me to do exactly? I mean, you're quarterbacking this. What do you want me to do?
We need time to get these. If the ley line problem is the bigger problem, we need to get the ley line situated. We need to be able to make sure that they can't touch them. So what you need to do is basically, while we're feeding the prince horse shit in a barrel in the dark moonlight, keep them busy. I will send people to you that have influences, direct them in ways that make their heads spin, make them constantly have to defend themselves
I got
each
this
and
funny
everything
joke.
they do.
You're gonna love this.
Mhm.
I love this thing here.
Yeah.
All right, check this out. This is the first plan I got. You're gonna love this. So, We tell the prince we found a place that they're gathering to do their weird, whatever rituals, whatever, and we tell them we gotta blow it up.
Mm-hmm.
We tell them it's the
You
only
know what?
way.
If they do, they'll summon Cthulhu. I don't know. We'll think of
Yeah.
something a little more
And
interesting.
then they gotta blow it up.
I have actual demon lore. I could probably come up with an actual name of a fucking demon.
And then
Yes, you could.
It's totally hilarious. And then the guys that the bosses of his real guys were like, "Hey, no, don't let him do that or whatever." And was like, "No, it's the only way, sir. You gotta trust us on this." It'll be hilarious. I like this plan. That's just
Hey,
start.
maybe we can have them do our dirty work for us. We tell them that they're doing the ritual at the fucking law firm. We're gonna have to do something.
The law firm.
We're gonna blow it up.
The law firm is our last resort. We're just gonna go to place of power A, and blow and wait till we see some guys out there and be like, we found some information. We spread the little bones or whatever down there, whatever. We do the whole scene. We play it up. I think it'll
Why
be
don't you get
hilarious.
with Plan Tremere and make it that way? It'll look at least somewhat legitimate. With occult knowledge or something. I don't know what they do with their bones and their fancy circles and
I think that's just a funny
cloaks.
thing, but I understand what you're saying. I will attempt to do these things that you asked. It will be hard.
If they have to keep dancing on the influence game, instead of us having to react to their influences, they're having to react to us.
Well, as soon as I find
Changes
the
it.
people I can give influence to,
I will get that right to you.
you guys gotta go, and especially you and your brethren have to take care of a little problem.
And that is.
As things have not been chosen yet, you guys get to get together on the same page. Look, I can only do the paperwork dance with that company for so long before somebody comes in and tries to snap it up. It's safe for now.
AKA, he's talking about Rob's company, the Minnesota
Yeah.
Vikings.
The Minnesota Vikings. Got it. I'll put that on.
Yeah, because Rob was the executive VP of them.
I got things in place to make that, like, I took care of that, but I can only do that for so long. Bill's like, you have a timetable.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I told him he's got a timetable.
I'll get right on that.
Eventually, somebody's gonna snatch it up.
Somebody's gonna figure out what I'm doing and do it. Right now, it's all in legalese, paperwork, backstory. File this. This file.
You got a lot of good rolls to make sure it happened.
Now the other thing is, once that's done, now we've lost the main. They've been hitting us in our influence. That's where they've been hitting us. So you guys want me to work on influences? You guys
Shove back.
You guys have to, as players, get. He goes, here's the deal. You guys are social butterflies. Everybody knows you guys. Whatever. You bring guys to me. I'll power broke at them, and we'll see what we can do. Because, well, I'm not well liked. I got this whole honesty and honor thing that people that got our affliction ain't real good with keeping.
Jonas looks at you. By the way, Marcella is on board, and they are going to assist. The Giovanni clan has pledged their support.
Moron.
Fantastic.
You mean the guys from the Northern Italians are going to do something? Southern Italians are going to have to carry all the weight for once?
No, the Giovanni within the city, at least.
Oh, Giovanni, yeah. Those guys are from Venice. From up north. From the north.
No, those guys haven't come yet.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're still Northern Italians, which means they're useless. But that's okay.
They will assist, at least. They have the
Of course.
monetary.
They're going to throw money at things. They're not going to actually get their hands dirty or whatever. Because, we from the south, the Camorra, anyway. Not important.
Jonas is not.
Ro, you know anything else about this house other than it's spooky, it's creepy, and it's on a fucking ley line?
Just that
I'm
it's
just gonna keep flopping.
just that it's important to, apparently, I don't know what the source, the council's source for this information is, but I know that my source marks it as important, but not controlled by either of us.
I got a job for you, Ro. You're going to love it. It's right up your alley. You know why? Because it's magic.
Why would it be right up my alley if it was magic?
You got wacky visions or whatever. It's like magic, right?
No, not even close.
I promise, it's like magical. You're gonna love this. I'm gonna send a bunch of whack jobs your way, and you're gonna become the king of the whack jobs. You're gonna love this. It's a bunch of people you can push around. I promise. They'll be too scared to do anything different. And you got
now it sounds almost interesting.
And you got freaking visions. Trust me, you're gonna love it. You want influence that people don't have a whole lot of. You know who doesn't. You know who doesn't. People don't go in on and talk to or whatever. Freaking whack jobs. People forget there's a high ratio of whack jobs. Okay, so what you do is you go, you set up some kind of cult or whatever, you know, and the cult of Roe. I'm living in the woods and I got the power, visions. Think about it. Come on, you start your own little, you know, religion or whatever.
Oh, good
Maybe
Lord.
some of them have visions too, and you could compare notes.
I give you a whole lot of drugs, and trust me. What do you think? I mean, we started a little cult, a little vampire cult. I think it'll be awesome.
He looks right at the representative of the council. Oh, I could only see this going bad. What do you guys think on this idea?
I think the Sabbat cult. I think the Sabbat started as a cult.
They sure did. This is the cult of Roe. How far can it possibly go? Do you promise not to become Sabbat? You promise?
I wouldn't come to become Sabbat.
Well, there we go. We got his word.
Will that happen?
It's not going to be a thing. There's a bunch of humans, not vampires. What I'm talking about is all the guys with the crystals and all that jazz. Those guys.
Yeah, I just don't want them, and he doesn't point at it, but he indicates towards, you know, that particular end of the table, taking it the wrong way.
You can have a cult of whatever you want.
Yeah, but I'm saying is
As long as it doesn't cross a line.
That's a pool of influence. People who know about magic stuff.
No, I'm totally willing to play a game as long as particular individuals don't get the wrong idea of it, and by the sounds of it, it's sounding like they won't get the wrong idea of it as long as it doesn't cross a line.
You know what's great? They know about magic, these whack jobs. And you know what we're dealing with? Fucking magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But perhaps I have a fair amount of knowledge about what the line is, but perhaps a message could be sent to me indicating more direct points on what I know on what the line is, aka Bill help. And so that I don't even come close to accidentally stepping over that line. And he kind of looks towards the end of the table.
What's that getting into? He doesn't care. He's going to kill us all anyway we fuck up, so it doesn't really matter.
Guy just smiles.
But just in case we actually succeed, and you know, and it actually becomes useful for the long term, perhaps you can have somebody send me a reminder on what lines need to be viewed well before even getting close to, if you know what I mean.
You definitely got to get you some new clothes.
Jonas looks. However, you guys did bring up a good topic. One particular part of the city that everybody seems to forget. Think real hard. How about the mortals?
That's who I'm talking about. Those whack jobs is who I'm talking about. Big frickin' magic bath that everybody took. You don't think the humans
Well, I'm
got
not just saying about the whack jobs. I'm saying about all the others out there. You got mortals that you can have access to that you can work your magic and work your skills.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm not
But I'm
saying
gonna start
turn
with
them all
crazy.
into fucking wackadoodles.
No, I'm not saying, no. When I say whack jobs, I mean the weird guys with the crystals and the weird books and the Aleister Crowley and all that shit. All that, those guys.
Oh, that is
They
why
know
I left
stuff.
California.
Yeah, they know stuff. Well, I'm just saying, I mean, it may be half crazy, but some of those fakakta guys know some shit. For every fugazi guy they got out there, there's like one real guy.
He's got a point.
So you pal up with some guy with auspex. And
Find the
the
real
guys-
deals from the charlatans.
that's what I'm talking about. And then you cool the useful guys and get
All
them
of them
to your blood.
together.
Yeah, and you get the guys that are useful to your blood, and then they're not a problem.
Can't touch the escorts because Carmine already has that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We also need something. If we had someone with finance, a little more like.
He ain't gonna happen. I can tell you that now. That's gonna take a lot more time than that.
Let's put it this
Not
way.
by the end of the week.
I'm the closest you guys got to that, and dude, those guys are doing the gypsy mambo just just to rub two nickels together. Trust me. Not only that, I had to
That
take
seems to be. If that's what you're saying, then that's definitely their strong point. If we could squeeze them out of that, that would be nice.
Well, there's one guy. There's
Nice.
one thing that's more powerful, and we've seen it. The one thing that is more powerful than everything so far, and we don't got a hand in it now that Rob's gone, but that can change. You get Rob's company back, we got the media.
What company
Jonas
is
Mountain.
lost?
Minnesota Vikings.
Oh,
You know what? If we could get media influence, we could turn a spotlight on how the cops are being mismanaged and everything, and maybe that'll get the mayor to fucking back off.
The power of the pen, man. We get a journalist, fuck with them a little bit. We get they want ads. Run this.
Don't get the wackadoodle journalists. Don't get the, fucking.
No, like real
Hammer
guys,
people.
like byline, like front page, like Minneapolis Tribune or whatever. Those guys. You get them. You get those guys.
Mhm.
Internet bloggers or whatever. Those guys. Maroon. You know how many wise guys get took down because some guy had a camera in the right place? Oh,
It's got a point. You get the right people, you point them in the right direction.
not only
Mhm.
that, I got people digging I'm trying to get a RICO whack done on these guys because look, you can't have all the guns and shit that they got without permits and federal lists and that. I'm trying to find any loophole I can because this guy might be a general, but you know what he ain't? Modern.
Modern.
I'm gonna find some law
Stick
he
it
broke.
to them.
That's what I'm gonna find something he broke. And I'm gonna dig in and
Yeah. Stick it to them.
that's what I'm gonna do. It's my
Because
plan.
I know you can do that.
It's about all I'm good
Stick
for.
it to them.
Really can't fight enough, but I'm stuck in middle management for my lack of violence skills.
And you do it well enough. That's why I keep you around.
So that's my move. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the whole influence game thing. That's my part.
You just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing awesome.
Okay.
I
What are you
suck
gonna
at it.
do?
Me?
And there's something to punch.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on.
Will you
'Cause-
find someone to punch? Cause that'd be awesome.
Oh, trust me.
Here's the
If we
thing,
want to sell the truth that the law firm and the infernalist thing are better, what better way to do than go punch some people in a fucking law firm?
not only that, Ro will probably know some guys that are like fake demon guys or whatever, and then they can lead us to the real demon guys. It'll be awesome.
There's a saying that I really like. Any of you guys watch Charlie Wilson's War?
No.
They see sex and drugs in one hand, they don't see the battleship parked behind the other.
There you go. Okay, cool. Battle. I'm about to win. American soldier, American sailor is hanging out with a British sailor. British sailor looks at him and he goes, "Hey Yank, why your boat so big? What are you compensating for?" The American guy looks down at him and says, "Weak allies."
you know what we need?
That was awesome.
You know what we need? We need a something big and political and party-wise that'll draw in the high rulers of the city, even while this whole lockdown's going on. Something to get the morale up in the city and have all the politicians and the journalists and the media moguls and everything
So
like
you want
that.
someone that has a lot of influence and pull and probably has a major business to throw a big PR stunt and get them all looking at that.
Exactly, and if there was like a ball thrown.
And if only there was this thing called the Minnesota Vikings that would give you access to such things.
Well, Clan business sounds like Clan needs to get on top of that. So I'll talk. We'll see what we can do.
Sounds like a plan. Hey guys, it's been very nice hanging out with you and all, but you creep me out. So, are you gonna leave first or are we?
You guys leave first.
Okay, I knew it was gonna be dismissed. But I just gotta know, when you get up to chosen status, do you even use guns anymore? Or do you just kind of eyeball people and do what you say? I just got
Find
eyeballed.
out.
I'm leaving. He raised his
Guess you'll
eyebrow.
find out. Yeah.
He raised his eyebrow and I left. It's like,
Eyeball kills people.
it does, yeah. And then Carmine will cautiously look to the left, look to the right, shake, 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 get the hell out of Dodge.
Alright. Sounds like you guys got a plan then. Don't let us stop you. Get to it. Remember, the 5 locations are secured. We'll let you know if that changes.
The GM has spoken.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, Will. Now give me some XPs. Second time I got more awesome.
Alright, well, let's turn this thing off for now.
I don't think anything to do with this scene.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Well, if we want to run another scene in a little bit, gotta give me a little
Yeah,
time.
then we can start a new one and I'll figure out something.
Just give me a few minutes in between. I'll be good to go. Alright. Well, thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more as they... Yeah, that's true. As they continue their pursuits. Good night, all.